I'm the Superintendent Registrar and I work for Westminster City Council. We're standing here in the Registrar office, which is in Westminster Council House, or commonly known now as the Old Marylebone Town Hall. This used to be known as Marylebone Registrar Office at a time when there were 3 registrar offices in the borough. So there was one in Paddington, one in Westminster and one here. The other 2 closed down and then we all came together in this one building. So people still know it as Marylebone Registrar Office, but officially it's Westminster Registrar Office. We're probably the busiest registrar office in London. We conduct over 1,500 weddings here every year. Plus we also go out to a number of approved premises which are also licensed to hold weddings in Westminster. So we have over 100 venues that you can choose to be married at. There are certain restrictions in terms of what choice of music you can have, what type of readings you could have. It must be purely non-religious. But obviously we will go all out to ensure that the couple get more or less what they want. Obviously there are some things you just have to say no to. We have 4 rooms here that people can choose to have their ceremony in. 2 of them are large. We're standing in the purple room, which seats 80 people, and it has a lovely long aisle for the bride to walk down if she wishes to do that. We also have our reception room, which is a large wood-panelled room, which seats 70 people, although there's quite a lot of standing room. And then we have 2 smaller rooms for the more intimate wedding. The blue room seats up to 30, and the yellow room 20, so it's a slightly more intimate wedding. And of course a lot of couples just bring 2 witnesses, so we can range from weddings having 2 guests right up to 102 if that's what people choose. This is our blue marriage room. This room seats 30. It's quite a formal setup. The bride and groom sit with their witnesses in front of the table, the registrar stands behind the table, and then they move across to sign the register at the end. This room was host to the famous marriage of Antonio Banderas and Melanie Griffith a few years ago. They're still together. Patsy and Liam also got married in here, but unfortunately they're not still together. But it's seen a variety of celebrities marry in here over the years. I should imagine a lot of people do think that registrar offices are quite dowdy and perhaps conveyor belt-like with a very short ceremony, but we offer couples choices of wording. They can have readings, poetry readings, music. You know, for example, here if the bride wants to walk down the aisle, either they can choose a CD, or maybe we've had lots of occasions where string quartets have come along and played at weddings. We've had bagpipes, we've had pipers outside piping the couple in and out. So it's becoming a much more 21st century service now. I think people are beginning to realise that registrar office weddings aren't quite the dowdy affair they used to be. This is our yellow room. It's a slightly less formal setup. The ceremony is conducted informally in front of the fireplace. Bridegroom, 2 witnesses, registrar standing in front of them. We've had a few celebrities marry in here as well. Most recently, I think John Hurt last year. So it's a very popular room because it's less formal and it's quite small and intimate. You might think this was called the green room, but it's not. It's called the Lord Mayor's retiring room, and it's our waiting room for couples to wait with their guests before the ceremony begins. It's an ideal opportunity for taking photographs because I believe it's the prettiest room that we have. Of course, the beauty of this building is that there's lots of areas for taking photographs. You've got all the marble staircases, you've got both sides. You can sit on the seat and have your photograph taken with your partner, and the long corridor is just beautiful, especially when the sun's streaming through the windows. It's a really lovely place.